boiled peanuts. I got smart this time. I emptied the water that was in the can, which is heavily salted, and I heated them up with fresh water. So it kind of rinsed some of the excess salt off. Hang on. Let's see if this is. No, that's worse connection wise. Why is it so much worse during the day? Yeah, I washed my hair just before I came live, so. And I can't find my brush. So we're going to have wild hair. But at least it's clean. Yeah. Wild hair. Wild thing. I think I love you. Anyway. I want to know for sure. That one looked overcooked inside the shell. Ugh. Yep, wild thing, you make my heart sing. There you go. You're my everything. Oh, wow. I don't think I've had anybody come in and say Nepal before. Morning. Well, actually, afternoon. It's 1:00. I'm slow moving today. So bloody hot out. The heat index is 112 today. Yeah. I don't remember what was in that building. This is from back in like 96, 97. I just remember it was an office building and they'd removed two tall palm trees from in front of those windows. And that rainbow effect was caused by the sulfur water from the sprinklers and caused that staining that everybody said looked like the Virgin Mary. And so it became like a pilgrimage. People came to it from everywhere. What you can't see, there's crowds of people there. There's crosses, but all across the walkway, there's a little wall there where the plants and stuff are. People were leaving flowers and tributes and all kinds of stuff. Sorry, mug, water. So we're staying hydrated. And we're eating boiled peanuts. Yeah, I agree. The weather is no joke. I got a heat advisory from, I get alerts from FEMA. And the heat index today is 112. So we were going to take it easy today. I love boiled peanuts. They taste so good. Oh, Samantha, they are like my favorite treat, but I'll tell you a secret. They tell you to reheat them, right? And instead of cooking them in the water that's in the can, pour that water out, which is heavily salted and has a little bit of peanut oil in it because, you know, the peanuts release some of their oil. Fill it in the pot that you're going to heat them up in with fresh water. Don't add any more salt because they'll release a lot of that salt that's in them from the previous boiling, and heat them up. Now they are not massively salty because they released a lot of that salt to the water. These are basically the boiled peanuts from Circle K. If you look, the container at Circle K that they're cooked in says Peanut Patch boiled peanuts. Or you'll see the cans someplace around the place. It's, I find them at Walmart a lot, but I found them this time at Publix. I was like, score! I love boiled peanuts. Mm-hmm. They're very popular in like Georgia, North Carolina, Florida, South Carolina. You'll see roadside stands with boiled peanuts in Georgia and North Carolina and stuff, southern part of North Carolina. I remember taking a road trip with my friend Jessica for a Kangen seminar, Kangen water seminar. And we had to pull over for boiled peanuts and fresh Georgia peaches. Those are really good. These are a little messy to eat. Definitely keep napkins or paper towels available. Not friends, just met her. Carla, this is the only way I can eat them because boiled they're so soft they don't they break down in your stomach, whereas unboiled they don't digest as well. Um, I've had them since I was a little girl, so to me they're like a childhood memory flavor. So, you know what? None of your business. I'm sick and tired of you. Yeah, you're part of that group. Because you asked needling questions the other day, too. Bye bye, by His grace. Freaking awareness group idiots. Hey, David. Hey, Derby City. We have a group of people who, trolls, awareness group, whatever you want to call them. They come in here and ask questions that they know I have an answer for, that their group has picked apart as false. I give the same answer every freaking time, and they pull it apart and call me a liar and whatever. It's my history, my memory. If you don't like it, F off. I'm sick and tired of dealing with So they're asking a question about Marla Maples. I met her back around 1984, I guess it was. When it was 84. I went and stayed a couple of months with my brother. And my brother, besides being a school teacher, he did school dances. He had a complete sound system. He was a DJ. And it wasn't just the high school he taught at. He did dances at schools all around North Georgia, as far down as like outside of Atlanta. I don't think he ever got any for Atlanta itself. And he went into Alabama occasionally because he was close to the Alabama border. And a few in Chattanooga, Tennessee, because he lived like 30 miles south of Chattanooga. So anyhow, I met Marla at one of those dances because while I was staying with him, I helped with the sound system and set up and break down in the whole 9 yards. So I had met Marla Maples before she became Donald Trump's whatever. Well, I can fix that. Oh, already hit 15. Okay. I had put that dress on that I was wearing last night again. So I only put it on once I got in the room after my naps. So I wanted to see how well it fit. I had to wash my hair, so I took it off and put this on because this was out of the clean clothes bag. And this is what I was talking about, the people coming in to say nasty things to try and needle me. Block. Well, my brother was a teacher at Dalton High School. No, and I don't really care to. Um, because they think it is so much fun. And, oh, hey, let's go attack the gal who's, just sitting here minding her own damn business, eating boiled peanuts and having a conversation. I do not hurt. Fuck off. Where are my mods? There is not video proof. Y'all are so full of bullshit. It was AI. I did not. Okay, Molly, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt, but you are now going into the block. My live did not show me doing it. God damn it. Fucking hell. People, you watched me hold him in front of me to try and calm him down and then set him back on the seat next to me. You did not see me throw him. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay. We're just going to turn off comments for a few minutes and let you guys cool down. Sadly, it does not allow us to make it friends only comments where I have to follow you back. We used to have that setting. So I went and looked on YouTube this morning and could not find the video that you all said was there. And he was doing like really frantic crying sounds. He wanted to get to another animal, I think is what it was. But anyway, I held him by the harness and I held his face and I was like, his face and I was like, but y'all are trying to overwhelm me and we're not going to have that. I knew. There we go. Oh, that was good. It landed right next to the water bottle. Have y'all cooled your jets off enough now that I can bring you back? Okay. I don't know where the mods are. I have sent invites to all the mods. Yeah, my signal is not the best today. Hopefully, y'all can behave yourselves now. Thank you, Patricia. Hey, Janeway. Betsy's here. I'm good. I'm eating my boiled peanuts. I learned a little trick. Boiled peanuts, when you get them in the can, are really salty because they've been sitting in that brine water for however long they've been canned. So this time, I took the can as I was opening it and I dumped the excess water out. And when I put it in the rice cooker to heat it up, I put fresh water in, no added salt. So the salt came out of these and they're not as shrivel your tongue salty. And they're nicely heated up. Well, they were. The mount on my plate has been here for about 20 minutes now, so it's cooled off. But they're delicious. Now, I don't like the Cajun ones because I don't like the Cajun spice, but I bet if I did the same thing with the Cajun ones, they would tame down a bit too. I've never seen chili cheese, but I wouldn't get something that said chili cheese anyway because of the cheese. But, oh, I bet the pickled ones would be fabulous. I've never seen pickled ones. I would get that if I saw them. I'm not aggressive. I'm just overly tired of harassment. And I didn't have any mods in here for a while. And the trolls were really going to town on needling me. I changed my phone number to stop the real life ones. So they have no right to, but sadly, TikTok just says no violation. Now, the person who tried to dox a hotel address last night, that's pushing your luck into the violation area. So, Well, I didn't get a chance to because they were blocked so fast. Do I need to turn the comments off again? So, yes, it is a felony. Thank you, Patricia. Boiled peanuts. It's a Southern tradition. They are so good. Peanuts are high in protein. They're also high in fiber. Sadly, they're high in fat. Depending on what state you're in, I don't know if they carry these up north, but you can buy them from the store in a can. And sadly, I've buried the can, so I can't bring it out to show you again. Nothing wrong with that, Carol. I love cold fried chicken. Fried chicken's just good. Oh, Teresa, I love that. I used to love Chips Ahoy cookies. To some degree, yes. I don't like the highly spicy soul food, but I mean, again, I'm from the South. I don't like ham, but I understand the need for salt pork to make greens taste phenomenal. I draw the line on trying new things when it comes to Rocky Mountain mountain oysters, though. No, thank you. You don't eat green peanuts. You eat ripe or peanuts that you boil in the shell. You just get uncooked peanuts, raw peanuts, not green, raw peanuts in the shell. Yes, you the raw peanuts, you put them in a large pot with heavily salted, seasoned if you like it, water, and you put a weight in so that they stay submerged and boil them until they are cooked through. The shells are a little bit soggy. You let them cool enough that you can touch them and then shell and eat. Easier than shucking oysters. I love to cook. I haven't had a kitchen of my own in a while, but I love to cook. I like to improvise. You can get them already boiled in the can, and then all you have to do is heat them up. And I have learned, as of this day's old, don't heat them up in the water that was in the can. Empty it and start fresh. Hang on, I need another paper towel. You start fresh so that I don't have a home, so I don't have a kitchen. And now I've forgotten you start with fresh water to reheat them, and that leaches some of the excess salt out of the peanuts, so they're not as tongue shriveling salty as they would be. Oh, that sounds wonderful, Tina. Except I don't eat tilapia anymore, not after learning what a bad fish tilapia is for you to eat. Yeah, they do. I just heated them up in the rice cooker. Well, that peanut said yeet. Instead of gently coming out of the shell into my fingers, no, it went yeet right over my shoulder. Well, when you get them canned, they're boiled already. So you just get them heated up. That's what I was saying, Kim. I rinsed them out. I didn't use I didn't use the water that was in the can, which is heavily salted. I put them in with fresh water, no additional salt. Mona, you are being rude. The minute you say not trying to be rude, you are being rude. You're acknowledging the fact that you are being rude. I hear you, Colby. when I was in Virginia. They're not as common up there. And when I found them up there, I was like, boiled peanuts. And they're all like, what are you so excited about? I like tahini on the watermelon. Tahini is wonderful. I love seaweed salad, but most places make it with um, a huge ton of sesame seeds. And I found a place down here that used actual fresh seaweed, not that bright green dyed stuff. And they made it fresh, so they made it for me without the sesame seeds. And I could have seaweed salad. Sadly, that place went out of business. So that was short-lived. I really miss having seaweed salad. Hey, Sassenach. Sassenach. Ooh, that's hard to say around a peanut. Okay, I love the name Pandemonium because I love to say, and pandemonium ensued. When do I move on to the boat? Huh? The heat index today is 112. Wow. You guys are really coming up with some creative bullshit there. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. I love plays on words anyway. He's sound asleep on the bed. Yep. Still got a few more in there. I left it on warm so that the ones that are still in the pot would stay warm. And you can see they still released oil. You know, peanuts have a lot of oil in them. Okay, I'll unplug it now. I'm down to the nitty and the gritty. Do I have any talents or hobbies? I don't know. I used to be pretty good at riding horses till I hurt my back so bad that I don't dare get back up on a horse. Okay. See, the water is oily from the natural oil in peanuts. This is perfect to keep them warm. At this point, yes. I think we're supposed to go back into rain, but I don't know when. Huh? I totally missed what that one says, so thanks for getting rid of it quickly. Whatever the heck that was about. Gotcha. Oh, nice to meet you too, Bear Clan. My brain just tried to say Clan Bear instead. Clan of the Cave Bears from Jean Owl's books. Hey, Kathy. Boiled peanuts. No idea what's going on with that conversation. Whatever you say, mine too, over $400. Huh? I've missed part of a conversation. Yes, I've had Scrapple. Am I impressed by Scrapple? Not entirely. Will I eat it in dire emergency? Probably. But would I go out of my way to make it? No. Oh, electric bills are out of this world crazy. Scrapple is I think Pennsylvania treat. It's a breakfast thing. But I noticed it in North Carolina. I was in Walmart in Charlotte, and they had Scrapple in the refrigerated cases. And I was like, Scrapple in North Carolina? Isn't that a northern thing? cool. Desiree from Cooking Comedy Chaos had what's her name? Renee brought scrapple to her and showed her how to properly prepare your scrapple. Yep, crispy and thin. That's basically what she told her. She says, you put it on and you leave it. And don't touch it until it's ready to turn over. And then you cook the other side. Yeah, the building behind me is a green screen. That is a building that was well, I think the building's still there. They removed that section of window, though, to stop the crazy traffic. That was the corner of Drew Street and US 19. Back before they put the over. They made US 19 a raised highway from where 49th Street crosses here in Pinellas Park area, all the way up to Countryside. It's a raised highway. Oh, it brought it to just screaming halt. People were there 24/7 paying homage to the Virgin Mary. There was a ton of accidents and stuff. Because they all thought that looked like the Virgin Mary in the window. And honestly, the picture doesn't do it justice. It really did look like the Virgin Mary, head tilted to one side and like looking down at a baby in her arms or something. And so it was very it was very moving, impressive. Especially if you were raised Catholic, you know, which I was. It was a phenomenon created by the sprinkler systems. Our sprinkler water down here, the well water, is sulfur water. It smells like rotten eggs and stains things. Well, there were 2 tall palm trees right there, and the water dripping off of the palm trees hitting the window created that image. So you can see all the people that came to check it out, and they were leaving tributes. Some people left crosses against the building. It was pretty impressive. Boiled peanuts. Hot, 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 which is why I'm staying inside. Tina, I think every child does that. That's like a core essential. Nothing happened. Somebody was asking about the green screen picture behind me. I got canned ones because I don't have a cooktop and stuff. I can't slow boil them in a big cast iron pot, which is how they should really be done. I get the canned ones. I learned today they're really salty if you don't do this. I drain the water out of the can. I put fresh water in the pot. So these came out much sweeter. Why did we mute Andrew James? Why was Andrew sending that kind of a message? That was very weird for him. Yeah, they're boiled peanuts, and what I do is just reheat them. You don't necessarily bring them all the way back to a boil, but you get them hot. Sarah, boiled peanuts are very much a Southern thing. It makes them nice and soft and tender. And they're completely digestible, unlike fresh peanuts or roasted peanuts, which are very hard and they don't digest. So they get down in the colon and cause you problems if you have diverticulitis. Okay, it wasn't the real Andrew James then. All right, good to know. Anyway. Hey, Becky Crocker. I saw that name and I thought, any relation to Betty? And I'm sure you've heard that a lot. He is curled up in a little ball. Uh huh. The first time, because we didn't have them in Tennessee, the first time I saw boiled peanuts was when we were coming to Florida when I was a little girl, before we moved here. And we tried them and I loved them. He's fine. He's playing with his toy earlier. He ran himself out. I need to refill his little food ball, his treat ball. Mm. I hate when I do that, Coco. Mm. So yummy. You ever sit down to a movie and instead of popcorn, sit there with a jar or can of salted nuts? And you're so busy watching the movie you don't realize you ate almost the entire thing of salted nuts. I did that when I was younger. They're not soggy, just soft. They're delicious. You can get them Cajun flavored, buffalo flavored, whatever. I get just the plain salted ones. And I discovered today, drain the can of the salted water, add fresh water, no extra salt, and it will kind of leach some of the excess salt out of them. So what you're eating is not quite so um, super salty. These you can, because it's like they're soft, they're mushy. I don't have an issue with sodium, and by um, cooking them with fresh water, no, it's not hard pieces. Um, they're very soft and easily digested. I do not have high blood pressure. Actually, average to low blood pressure. Oh, God, yes. The best are the roadside stand ones. Yep. High fiber, high, I think I got everything out of here. Yep. That's just murky water left. A lot of the oil and excess salt is released back into the water. So it's a really hot day here in Florida. There we go. All the mess cleared up. I'm ready for my next adventure. Give me just a moment. I'm going to put this in the sink to wash it and go wash my hands because they're a little tacky from all of the peanut yumminess. Be right back. Oh, okay. Hi, fine dog. Oh, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do that. Hi, little boy. Did we wake up? Stretch. Stretch. Yeah. Okay. Okay. ball is underneath this chair. Go. And we'll fill that up. Okay, don't want to lose this. That is paperwork from the vet. I need to add that to my portfolio that I save all important papers in. We're running low on biscuits. We will have to get you more of those. Ball. Okay. Okay. That's what I've been looking for. Space here. Yep. You needed your ball filled. So here's the good food. And here's the other brand. He likes both. And then this is the Kibble brand, which it's gently cooked and it's small breeds. They're little itty bitty pieces. Okay. That's out. These are the chicken hearts, freeze dried. They're really good for him. Hey, David. Good to see you, my friend. Okay. And that's more chicken heart. Okay. And that's pretty much full. If you get it much fuller than this, it won't let anything escape when he rolls it around. There we go. He'll do about 2 to 3 of these a day filled with the food, as opposed to a bowl of food where he will maybe eat it in one sitting, in one day. So he's eating more food this way in small morning, noon, night kind of thing. There we go. And then the same company that makes the kibble makes his biscuits that he likes. These are bone broth in them. So this one's beef and this one's salmon. He does like bone broth. And he just hopped off the bed to go for the treat ball. So, and there it goes, rolling across the floor. He goes, "Nyeh. Let's get this ball rolling." Or let's get this party started, one of the two. That treat ball is one of the best items that has been sent to me for him. That and the scratch board worked really well. And the incentive to get him to use it is a cooked hamburger broken up into little bits, and I put it in the treat drawer, and that really gets his motor running. He's like, "Give me that hamburger, Mom. I want that hamburger." And he uses the paws and files his nails down. That works really well with him. I probably will get him a hamburger tonight when I have to go. I have some packages at my friend's house to pick up. So I'll go get those and grab him a hamburger on the way back and let him file his nails. Yeah. I got a heat advisory warning at 3 o'clock in the morning saying that heat index was 112 today. And I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen. So, anyhow. I mean, that's fine if you have a home, but if you're living in your car, even at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's yeah, we had a 3 a.m. live because I woke up from that warning popping up on my phone, and I was like, okay, now I'm wired. I don't want to go sit in my car in that heat, and I don't want to drive all the way out to the beach to go to the other Publix. So, anyhow. I found something at Publix that I really like. And they're low sugar, low calorie. It's called Unreal. Less sugar, more simple. So they started Unreal so everyone can enjoy out of this world, all real chocolate snacks without all the sugar. Our coconut bars are made using only coconut, cassava syrup, and dark chocolate. They're non-GMO, gluten-free, sweetened without corn syrup or sugar alcohols. We just use less sugar. for real. And the taste is unreal. The calories is 70. It's only 3 grams of sugar, 0 milligrams of sodium, and just over a gram of protein. And they're like little tiny. How many? 8 per container. Serving size is 1 bar. So there are 8 of these in the package. I got them about 3 days ago, and I've already eaten 6. Well, I've been eating them like 2 a day, so I think we're good. They are really good. And they're dark chocolate. There's no milk in them at all. So I don't have to worry about the milk. They are made with coconut, which I am not allergic to. So they're delicious. You ate the entire pack. Oh, dear. Well, oops. I feel for you. They don't have... I'm surprised that you had that reaction, because they aren't made with the sugar alcohol that does cause... it's like the diet gummies. Oh, never get the low sugar gummies. They are instantaneous death to your digestive tract. Hi, doll. Stop that. So you had to go and abuse my pillow. I said, stop that. So he walked up to the pillow and went, ow. I did not need to do that quite so forcefully. My neck just complained. What you doing? Where's your ball? I tossed it out there for you. Where's the ball? You ate just as much as you wanted to and you're done, huh? Well, come here. So I'm thinking about it. It's hard work to think, huh? I'm okay. I'm watching my little boy be silly. 1 second. We love chairs with wheels. Ow. That was my fault. I caught the tooth. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Okay. Got him. The incredible disappearing dog. He acts like a green screen. I rolled over to the bed and he decided to go into pounce and Scrabble mode. Playtime. Yeah. You silly boy. Are we good? You feel better now that you had a little food, huh? I feel better since my peanuts. Yeah. Yeah. What you looking for? Huh? Okay. He is a cutie pie. He looks so much better too, since I got his face a bit better groomed. You can see the eyes again if you'll actually look at the camera. There we go. He had, I couldn't see it because the mustache was so high. He had eye boogies on either side. I had to carefully trim them out. I was like, I bet that feels so much better. It's like I could see them once I got the mustache trimmed down a bit. And I'm always checking his ears. He has very healthy ears. And the squeeze cheese did work. It got him to eat that entire little heartworm / flea pill. So he is fully medicated. Aw. Uno was part corgi, so I have a partiality to corgis. Well, that was a face. He said, ugh. Yeah, you're a good boy. You went down? You'll go after the treat ball? Okay, hold on. There you go. Where's your ball? Now that you're down on the floor, you can go exploring and find it. Is that where it is? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, that was a good catch. He came to a sliding top right on sliding stop right on top of it. Hang it in there, Joe. When we were kids, my middle brother, his name is Joe, and we stopped at this little roadside, it was a gas station with a cute little country store, and there was a fellow sitting outside the store with a mynah bird in a cage next to him. And as Joe started to walk into the store to go buy some candy, of course, the bird said, "Hello, Joe, what do you know?" And my brother was like, "How did that dog know my name?" Okay. Are we having fun? Yeah, that's what you wanted? He's getting his laps in. Oh, that was a good flying slide. side slide. Huh. I have family in Georgia and Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I've met a few people that, including my sister-in-law, who's married to my brother Joe. They live in Dalton, Georgia, and she and I look like we could have been sisters. She's comes to about here on me, but we look like sisters. I don't know if she doesn't like that or what, but yeah, anyway. Hang on. The price of air conditioning is my nose runs. Anyhow, did we wear out already? You got your ball here, your treat ball there. You just hop back up on the bed. See, I'm done. Oh, I'm about ready to join you because my leg hurts. Sorry, Lacey, I'm not paying attention. I am watching what the dog is doing. Obviously, I did not see the comment because I have not responded to it. I saw a gentleman's comment. And your comment, oh, you have a Mastiff. Well, that's the exact opposite of what I have. Coco, it's my left leg gets swollen really easy after sitting in. Actually, it's not somebody impersonating Connie. Anyway, y'all didn't see the one comment from them, but all right. Anyway, what I did to my leg. I fell in a sinkhole in 96 and my left leg was badly damaged in the sinkhole. So I already have a drainage problem in that leg. Lymphatic system is not working right. Then you add in the diabetes and sleeping in my car. And give me a moment. I need to get to. Oh, we're going to just turn you all this way. I got to find. Aha. It's time to do the drops. Wow, okay. Liposomal lymphatic drainage. This works to help specifically for that. And then the methylene blue oxygenates the blood better so that all of your systems work better. And oh, I love that one. Kidney and liver cleanse. Again, diabetic. Your kidney and your liver don't work as well when you're diabetic. I'll take the rest of the stuff later today, but pumpkin seed oil. So I'm sorry. I don't know why, but I saw Jive Turkey. Do y'all remember WKRP in Cincinnati, the TV show? I somewhere in that show, um, the actor Howard Hessman, I can't remember his character's name, but he made some comment about a jive turkey, and I've remembered that phrase ever since then. And then what is the guy who played the overnight DJ, the oh, that actor, he has been around a long time. He started, yeah, Lonnie Anderson, wasn't she wonderful? He started a film company in Petersburg, Virginia, in the 2000s. Johnny Fever was Howard Hessman's character, and then the black actor whose name is completely leaving my mind right at the moment. Yeah, I've talked to PJ off of here. Um, he's flying a lot, which is good. Um, well, go ahead and get it. You can get it. Just put your paw in there and get it. It landed on the shelf. He's debating it. There you go. You got it. He's clever. That actor and his wife. Oh, okay. Well, mommy did that. Sorry. I bounced it off the bed and knocked over. I don't know why. They put the coffee maker and the ice bucket on a little tray on the bottom shelf. So, anyway, what is the name of that couple? He played the father on the Disney show with the Maori twins, Tia. Tia and Tamara, or something like that. Oh, what is his name? Sister. Yes. No, it's not Lowry. It's Maori. Uh, what is the actor's name? See, my thing is I can remember. No, not Steve Harvey. I like Steve Harvey, but it was not Steve Harvey. Blair Underwood was originally from the Richmond area too, and he signed with this studio. Tim Reed. Thank you, Tim Reed. Tim Reed is the one who played the overnight DJ on WKRP in Cincinnati years ago. He is a very handsome man. Anyway, he played the father of the sisters. Oh, Blair Underwood. Yeah, he's also a handsome man. A handsome man. A handsome man. He had like a small injury, and he had like a small injury, and she needed Petersburg, Virginia. It did not last, sadly. It was a wonderful idea, and the governor at the time did not support bringing in film when they started that studio. And sadly, it folded before the new governor really did support. And yeah, but anyway, Tim and Daphne Reed, they did a couple of movies, and they had my brother hired as on-set medical. So Jim got to work a couple of weekends on a movie set. He loved that. And he also did their wellness, their company physical, so that they could get their insurance for the company. But so Jim was like, I met Tim and Daphne Reed. And I'm like, I'm jealous because I like Tim and Daphne Reed. I never did get to run into them, but Jim did multiple times. Lucky duck. But anyhow, the closest I came was hearing about it the next day. I'm like, damn, if I'd only come into your office the day before. And he's like, yup. So always liked Tim Reed. Anything he was in, I enjoyed. Yeah, my older brother is a doctor, has been for, well, he graduated college or med school in 76. He did his internship in Norfolk. And so for my 18th birthday, which fell on Thanksgiving weekend, it wasn't Thanksgiving Day, it was the day after, we went to Norfolk to have Thanksgiving with Jim and Allison, instead of me getting to have a birthday party with my best friend from high school who was going to throw me a big bash. I was pissed that entire weekend. I was really mad that my mom screwed up my plans. Sue and I had been planning it since, I don't know, September. And Mom said, 18th birthday, legal drinking age in Florida. Not that I was going to drink, but it was legal drinking age in Florida. So she took me to Virginia for my birthday, which the legal drinking age was 21. And they took me to a restaurant that was Allison's choice, not mine, for my birthday. So it was definitely not my choice. The only thing we did the entire weekend that was semi-okay, so we got to go check out this really cool mall out in, I think it was in Newport News. But other than that, I was kind of annoyed the entire weekend. But we went to Colonial Williamsburg on my birthday. And I was dressed for Florida. I was not dressed for the butt ugly cold that chose to come on my birthday. So I was sitting in the carriage ride just going, oh, I hate this. And everybody else was having a grand old time. Well, Dutch baby, I am so sorry that you lost your mom at 7. I was adopted, and the woman made it very obvious to me from day one that she really didn't want me. We did things together, and I have good stories with her, but I was not her child. And she made that obvious from day one. So, yeah. She planned a lot more things around Jim and Joe and a lot less around me. And even Christmas gifts, I would get something that I wanted, but it wouldn't be exactly, it would be a lesser version of that. One of the boys said, "Oh, this will be good enough for her." I was 5 years old. I got a chord organ for Christmas. I was so excited, and I was sitting there with the child's, book for learning how to play the chord organ, and I was really practicing. And Jim said, "I'd like to take that with me for summer camp," because he was an eagle. What am I going to do all summer while he's playing with my chord organ? And the thing came back and it was damaged from the humidity of being in a tent all summer, or cabin, whatever. So there was a whole lot of what I called Indian giving going on. She would offer me things and then take it away, or actually give me things and take it away. There was never, "This is yours and you can keep it," which is probably why I have a tendency to hold on to things so tightly now, because she did a whole lot of bait and switch with me. If I said something, it was suspect. If Jim said the exact same damn thing, it was the God's honest truth. It was the same thing. So, yeah. I I have a very strong love-hate relationship with my mom. I have been to counseling. The problem was is I couldn't afford to stay in counseling. And yeah. My older brother couldn't have kids, and he and his wife took in three foster sons. They were brothers that were constantly in the system, and Allison was a attorney who volunteered for children's court. In other words, she handled the juvenile cases as a pro bono. And she ended up taking in these three boys. They adopted the two older ones. And oh, yeah, she had like multiple hats over the years. When they first met, she became a real estate agent, and she sold real estate in Virginia. And then they got to Massachusetts, where he took over her uncle's practice, and she went to Boston University and got her law degree and became a lawyer up there. And she did that for about 10 years. And then they moved to Virginia, and she changed hats again. She became a kind of like a stockbroker, but they now call them financial planner, financial advisor. And she worked for American Express financial division. And she had her own like little firm anyway. So she has worn multiple hats over the years. Before she met Jim, she was a social worker, and she lived in Russia for a year. Um, so, yeah, she's an interesting person. Things were closing down in Russia. This was the 70s. Um, and she had to get out quick because the Americans were being shoved out. And she was living in this house, and she had this painting she really liked, ugly as sin, and is huge. They cut it out of the frame and rolled it up and hid it in her bag, and she smuggled it out with her and brought it back to the States. Well, this thing is giant. It literally has to be hung in a stairwell because there is no floor to ceiling room big enough to handle this painting otherwise. And it's of some Russian patriarch or something. And so it's an ugly painting. It's very somber. And she loved it anyway. So this painting hung in the stairwell of their house in Virginia. And every time I would have to go up the stairs to do anything, I would just like, ugh, oh, that thing just terrifies me. I hated that painting. And Jim did too. I agree. It's one of the few things we ever agreed on. We agreed that painting was hideous. But she was so proud of it because there was such a story behind it and how she got it out of Russia and brought it back with her. So, and I mean, the story is cool, and the whole thing that she lived there in Russia and worked as a social worker and stuff was cool. But painting, ugh. Jim is 8 years older. Joe is 6 years older. They couldn't have any more kids. And Dad finally talked Mom into adoption, which is how they got me. She would not have gone for a girl. She would have gone for another boy. So her sister had 4 daughters, and Mom had 2 boys and then adopted me. So, and I love all 4 of my cousins differently because they are 4 very unique and different personalities. But yeah, I love my cousins. They're really cool. Boys are easier and harder at the same time. And every time you come in, John J. Irwin, I think, wait, no, that's not my old friend from high school. I went to high school with a John J. Irwin. If I remember correctly, he went to work at NASA. He was an engineering whiz. Oh, Tina, I'm so sorry about losing the first grandbaby. That's tough. And then 5 grandsons. Well, they were blessed, pretty much. We moved to Florida when I was 7 years old from Tennessee. Tennessee. That's cool, Tina. Yeah, see, that's not the real John J. Irwin because he just asked the same question twice. Now I want to go over and visit my friend at his place of business and his sister. I haven't talked to either of them in, oh God, 7 or 8 months. Anyhow, I've been on here 2 hours, haven't I? Hour and 59 minutes. Oh, I found my birth mom, and I found a half sister from my birth father. He passed away long before I found out who he was. So, yeah. Sadly, muting them does not stop that. Birth mom has passed away. Birth dad passed away long before I ever got to meet him. I had a tentative friendship with my birth mom. I'm close to both half sisters in that we communicate. The one lives in Chattanooga, Tennessee, so I don't get to see her, but we talk occasionally. And the other one lives here in Florida. She just lost her mom and is dealing with all of that. So I'm not pushing myself on her. I sent her condolences and wished I could have been there, but said I chose not to go because nobody there would have known who I was, and they would have wondered who the heck. And you needed to be surrounded with the family and friends who knew her, not this newcomer stranger. You would have had to try to entertain me, and that wasn't fair to you. So I chose not to go. And plus, it was up around Gainesville where her mom lived. Janeway would not be threatening me. Janeway is not. Janeway was saying vulgar about the song. No, she said vulgar about the song. I did look up. Oh, come on. Oh, you didn't see the wink. You totally missed the wink at the end of that. Yeah. You just needed to see the wink. I know what she was talking about because she was here when I had to mute the entire live. I took comments off for about 10 minutes to put everybody in a timeout because I didn't have a single bloody mod in here at the time. So I just put the entire the entire chat into timeout for a good 10 minutes. They've been coming in here and asking the needling questions, the ones that are like fed to them from the awareness group. Go in there and get her to react to this, and go in there and get her to react to that. So I just put the entire live in timeout. So yeah, I've been on here 2 hours. It's time to take a break from y'all anyway. Y'all have a good whatever afternoon, whatever the heck this is. You're in your head praying. See you later. Is that like smell you later? Oh, sorry. What movie was that one from? Anyway, I hope y'all have a good afternoon, or have the day you deserve if you're a troll. But, I've been here for 2 hours. I'm more than ready to go for a bit. Smell you later. We don't have any drive-ins around here anymore. There is one in Tampa, but I think even that one's about to go bust. So sad. I miss the days of the drive-in movie theater. Not that we ever watched the movies, but anyway. Yep, definitely. Adios, amigos. Yeah. Later, y'all.